Let's go, let's go. Smalls Noodle, welcome back.
Right, so here are why some women were put into asylums in the 19th century. Alright, you ready?
Not good to their husbands.
Tobacco and masturbation. There are at least 4 separate items on this list pertaining to masturbation because the idea of women having a really good time alone and actually finishing the job that the horrible husbands never really got around to really shook men.
That's so effed up. I feel like women... Should I finish this thought?
If this is tobacco and masturbation at once, then I'm just impressed by someone who's capable. Patting your head and rubbing your tummy is hard enough.
Right.
What was your thought that you didn't know?
I feel like even in our day and age, like, women don't even masturbate enough, I feel like.
Well, it's still seen as taboo, you know?
Yeah.
And it's weird because it shouldn't be, and then it makes, for some reason, like, male partners in heterosexual, like, relationships get weirded out by it, and it's like, dude, it's not, you can just get a toy with her, you know, you can help her out. Penetration sex only makes very few women come.
So, I am curious about that, by the way, because I understand that the clitoris is important. I totally get that.
Yeah.
And, like, obviously, just, like, going in and out with no treatment to the clitoris is obviously, like, you know, boring for women.
Yeah.
Sort of. Here's the thing, though. Women do have, they do like their inner spots of the inner vaginal wall and their G-spots down in there.
Yeah.
Getting, you know, massaged at and whatnot by, like, the phallus. So, like,
Say the
I
word.
feel like there is actually... No, I said the word. It's a phallus!
Okay, Mr.
It's a gladius.
Okay.
Let's see. But yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like there's somewhat oversimplification, and I know I'm just being a piece of shit, but, like, I feel like there's, like, some oversimplification when people say, like, oh, women can't get off on penetration alone. 'Cause it's like, well, there is something to getting the inner vagina, like, you know, oh god, how do I use a word that's not super kinky? You know, like, having it, like, you know, rubbed at from the phallus, you know?
Well,
like...
the thing is like, what happens is dudes don't, like, they just stick it in and then they really, like, do it for, like, their climax. And it's
Fair.
like, they don't, because people are, like, you know, women will be like, oh, this is, like, a good spot, like, keep going at this spot. And it's like the moment you tell them that, they change the spot. And it's like,
Fair.
because the G-spot is not that far from the inner, like, vagina, like, wall. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a far, like, thing, but it's the inability of, like, dudes to, like, rub, you know, the clitoris and stay in a position that feels good also for the woman and not just for themselves. And they just kind of do it for themselves, and then they're like, oh, wow, dude, I wonder why you didn't, like, also finish. And it's like, because you only focused on yourself and what made you feel good without, like, asking your partner what made them also feel good.
Yeah. Sure, and obviously to each their own, and communicate and all that jazz. So, yeah. That dirty C word rearing its ugly head. Communication. Here, I got a dirty C word for you, communication. It rhymes with bunt.
Cunt?
My favorite kind of cake.
Cunt?
I like a good bunt cake.
Uh-huh. Cunt. So another one that would have women locked up is masturbation for 30 years.
As in, you've been masturbating for 30 years?
I assume
or
so.
You're getting locked up for 30 years because you masturbated?
I assume because, you know, for 30 years of your life, you just were masturbating.
Yeah, America's come a long way. Good lord.
Suppressed masturbation.
Depressed masturbation?
Suppressed masturbation.
Yeah, depressed masturbation.
Suppressed.
Oh, suppressed.
Suppressed.
Suppressed. Right. Suppressed, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, as in, like, laziness.
Yep. Apparently not pooping out a bunch of children and wanting equal, you know, division of labor in the household, was considered lazy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Overtaxing mental powers. I assume
Overtaxing mental
I
powers?
assume just having opinions and thinking for themselves.
What in the fuck does that mean?
It means thinking for yourself, basically.
No, but you said you would just assume that. Well, what is their definition?
That's what, I mean, they don't know. It just says overtaxing mental powers.
Okay, so can I assume what that means? It seems like what they mean is like if the woman is like nagging or whatever.
Which nagging in itself is a weird term, because most nagging is like asking men to do like basic minimal things.
The bare fucking minimum.
Well, I mean, it's true.
It's true. No, it's true. I don't know, like, it is interesting, like,
and then men are like, you're nagging me for, like, also asking me to clean the house I also live in. How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you nag me about treating you better?
For sure. A lot of the time, it is a case of, like, a lot of time, what it is like, I don't think men... I completely agree that they do not split up the work evenly with their women in the household. A lot of the time, I wonder if the impetus for that is because they, I think a lot of the time it's just because they're in their own little world. Like, they don't actually think about their partners, exercising their efforts to keep the household maintained.
And then they're like, why don't you want to have sex with me? It's like, sir, you didn't help with the house, and now your partner is exhausted.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, and then, and it's like, it's not how that works, you know? Hard study.
Hard study?
The fear of women knowing things and not needing you anymore, I guess, is what they said.
Oh my god, these men don't know how good they had it. Are you kidding me? Women not needing me? Oh my god, where do I sign up?
Shut up. I guess it means, you know, just a woman who wants to be educated. Is what actually hard study was.
Yeah.
Bad company. I don't...
Oh, come on. Define bad, like, she doesn't tell good jokes. She goes like, what did the chicken say to the Jedi Master? And then they're like, oh, lock her up.
I don't know. They have a bunch of guesses, and then, like, jokes of being like, I've been a bad company, like... I don't... Political excitement.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, I, like, barely made it out of that. Right, so women being, politically, charged and passionate.
Yeah, marriage of a son.
I mean, we don't really like that now.
No, we don't like that now. I'm just...
I mean,
superstition.
we still lock up women in asylums for that now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Superstition.
Superstition. That's fascinating. Can you imagine, like, these were times where we were more religious than we are now, and we were afraid of That is so fucking weird.
Which is interesting because a common, like, Latino, like, superstition is if you spill salt, you have to throw salt over your shoulder so you don't get bad luck.
It's so fascinating if you think about it, how, like, back in the day when we were more religious, being, like, superstitious and seen as a heretic was, like, so much more common. That's so fucking strange. Is that not strange? It's like, back in the day, when God was much more prevalent in the communities and churches, people were like, hey now, don't talk about God so much around me, you fucking weirdo.
So, the thing, too, is that, like, there's a whole article, about it, where it was, like, women have been depicted as particularly vulnerable to confinement in asylums, yet the 18th century male admissions to private asylums tend to outstrip those of women, and according to a reporter, Georgian asylum admissions tend no support to the view that male chauvinist values were disproportionately penalizing women with mental disorders. Nonetheless, many medical treatises, as well as novels of the 18th century, depict how social expectations inflame or frustrated the unfair sex and led to mental breakdown. Women were also admitted to private asylums on slander evidence, notably those who contrived expectations concerning their modesty, conduct, duties, behavior, or those